education nowadays. However, after the pandemic-19, almost all the aspects in education are use technology. What do you think about it?
We have changed into internet since pandemic era, right? So we turn from offline into online, and every aspect change into internet based. So it's not just about technology, but we have as human, we have to improve it too, our understanding about technology and etc. So fortunately, our topic today, we will discuss about this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so you can guess it, we are actually doing it now.
Well. Welcome to Podcast and Discuss. So we have our best lecturer here as our source to talk about our topic today.
Yeah,
Do you
the
know?
coolest one,
Okay, the handsome one.
best of the best.
Okay, so should we call him right
Yeah,
now?
call him right now.
Okay, so let's welcome our lecturer, Mr. Denny Sulaiman. Okay.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr.
Okay, how are you, sir?
I'm amazing today. I like today.
Yeah, I'm so excited for our discussion today.
Okay.
Okay, so besides our topic today, it's about podcast and blended learning.
Okay. This is a good idea.
Should we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Now we jump into what is blended learning. Here, Mister, we have some kind of descriptions about blended learning. And here, blended learning is about the combine.
Okay.
There is instructor of learning, or we can also call it like a teacher. Okay, and also there is student or the learner. Okay, and blended learning usual the learner is sometimes can't self-guide here.
Okay.
We have to put the picture here to describe about the blended learning. What do you think, Adil?
Yeah, I think blended learning is quite innovation for our education today, right?
That's right.
It's required individual of student that student have to independent, right? But the role of the teacher still there, still guide and accompany the students. How about your opinion?
Okay. I see from your quotation, you have quotes many experts from Garrison, Kanuka. This is 2004.
Yeah.
What age are you at 2004?
It's kind of 3 or
Kindergarten?
yeah.
Elementary
kindergarten.
school?
Elementary school. I think elementary school.
Elementary school. Okay. When you said that this is innovation, yeah, blended learning is an innovation. But in the past, blended learning also run by the teachers. Before pandemic, we know blended learnings, but probably the use is not so fast like today.
That's right.
But now the blended learning, I think there are many terms related to blended learning. We can use Zoom or Google Meet or Flip Classroom, Flip
that's
Classroom, or the instruction. Probably the teacher would ask the students to read or to watch the video, and then afterwards the teacher come to the class and explain. That is blended learning. So the hours is not used by the activities in the classroom.
Okay. So what do you think about this is about the blended learning? It's already happened in the past, but many people just, wow, today we do blended learning.
Yeah.
Or, wow, the blended learning right now is a boom, like that. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think for experts like you are the teachers, you will be the experts, okay? And the expert would say or give the statement based on the theory, based on the expertise. Okay, whether the theory will be used afterward or how many years, I think an expert should say something the truth. Also, this is 2007, okay, and then 2008.
Yeah.
And the last would be Brush 2008.
Yeah.
And now we jump to 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. We know the term now is booming because of the pandemic.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
we know the case in pandemic, so that we do need blended learning.
Okay. Okay. Next. Here we have a hybrid learning versus blended learning.
Okay.
We have many cases of many people have a misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's right.
Why must there is blended and hybrid learning if the description or the meaning is almost same? That's it. How do you think?
So actually, there are many people still confused about hybrid and blended learning because it mixes between online and face-to-face methods. But actually, hybrid and blended is totally different. In hybrid, that's combining between we call it daring and luring. So we have heard about it before.
So do you think that daring and luring is using gerund? Daring and luring using gerund, okay. But this is totally Indonesian, right?
Yeah,
okay.
dalam jaringan and luar jaringan.
That's good.
That's combined.
But we talk in English, so it's become
Yeah,
luring
so-
and daring.
It should hear like English.
Okay, that's good idea.
Meanwhile, blended learning, it's face-to-face combine the mode of face-to-face and online tasks. So it's together, face-to-face and online tasks together. Meanwhile, the hybrid learning, the teacher like teach the students in the class. That's called luring, and then record it.
Okay.
And another students watch it become luring.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
So that's the differences. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, back to our task as the teachers, as the lecturers, we are experts, so we have to define which one the truth. I mean, if this is hybrid and this is blended, we have to be consistent to use that this is blended learning and this is hybrid learning, and we have to to socialize to other teachers, to other students that this is blended and this is hybrid. I think we need to socialize. That is our task.
Yeah, that's right. Because not every people consider know about this.
But here, Mr. as the
As a
teacher
lecturer,
and the lecturer here and the expert, here, what do you think about the best one between blended and hybrid learning? Is there any best or this is maybe a personally, but you already expert here, and what do you think?
Well, I think the teachers should place the method or the hybrid or blended learning based on the needs. I think this is not about this is the best way or this is not the best way. I think we should use the term and the condition based on the needs. Whether today, after pandemic, the student asked the lecturer, the teachers, to have the face-to-face. Okay, so the teachers should adapt also. I mean, the assignment, the task, or the material, the topic should adapt to the offline because of the requirement or the students' need. I think offline or face-to-face, blended learning, flipped classroom, hybrid must be used based on the condition.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But you, Adila, as a teacher, do you find often about the students say that they are like offline class more than online class?
Yes, that's right. Many students like offline class, and so I personally choose blended learning,
Blended learning.
as my preference to teach the students.
Okay, I don't know whether this is the advancement of technology or no, because you know the pandemic, and then after pandemic we have Zoom, we have Google Meet, we have any other platform. I think the technology should be moving forward.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it must be moving forward, not to use our romanticism that we should go to offline learning. I think the students should change the mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, probably we have two elements, Shiva and Adila. If this is knowledge based, I think we don't need the face-to-face learning because knowledge based.
Yeah.
So in YouTube, in other videos, we are provided many abundant of knowledge. There is knowledge, but for a skill, like you have to have the micro teaching. From micro teaching, and then you have to teach the student to have the personal or particular skill. You need to have face to face. So we differentiate about the knowledge and skill.
Yeah.
For knowledge, I think we don't need to have face to face. But for skill, you need to face your students, because from skill like listening, speaking, I think you need to meet your students. But knowledge like definition, kinds of other information, I think we as the teachers could provide for our students.
It's so insightful, right? Yeah.
it's very
I just open my eyes now that I can difference about the knowledge and the skill.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, let's jump to the next one. Okay. It's word to use in learning. It's about to know this, we need to consider the advantage and the disadvantage of blended learning. Okay, what do you think, Adila?
So I think it's in line with what we have talked about,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because there is no best method or best learning kind of like that. That we have to fit it into our classroom.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
As we know that the advantages of blended learning, that we have various of kind of teaching that we can use, anything that can make our learning become interesting, that may be related to students' world. Yeah, so they can relate more about that. But for these advantages, sometimes the facility is not is not supported.
Okay.
Yeah.
The internet connection.
Yeah, the internet connection.
The media.
The media.
The media. So we have to improve it more internally.
Okay, so the improvement should be focused on the facility.
Yeah.
The facility, because we are ready. You are the zillennial era. You are ready, but you must be supported by the good facility to support your work. Okay, talking about advantages. Okay, the advantages of our learning. Probably when I talk in Arabic term of tolab. Okay, tolab in the past. This is how to search knowledge. Okay, because we have Google, the search engine, so you don't need to search anymore. But now we will tend to be skillful person. You know, if I'm not mistaken, Google says that when the students in university level must study for about 4 years, Google will educate them in 1 semester with the same skill. With the same skill. So this is our challenge in university level, that we have to accept that the skill for student must be focused on that term, not in knowledge, because knowledge has been answered in our internet skill.
So here we go again. So we have to realize and make the other realize about this, right?
Yeah, about POLAB means how we create science, not to accept or search for the. Okay, POLAB means how to search knowledge, but this is not to search. Your searching is your hand. Okay, so how to package, how to create. Probably we know a content creator for today, so the students must be invited to create, to package, so that they will read to get A, Shiva.
Okay.
To upload, to submit, how to create.
You have to create it to get it A, right?
How to create.
Okay. But I heard from Adila just now when she described about the advantages here. One, we have to grade in our facilities, right?
Okay.
So look to our education in Indonesia right now. It's still many student, many learner age doesn't have same facilities. What do you think about it? It's not global anymore, and we know that education is must global for all of age. That's it.
Okay, talking about institution, probably you are right, Shiva. We need more in the equipment. But personally, I think from kindergarten, elementary school, senior high school, they have gadgets, right?
Yeah.
And for the connection, and then if they want to watch the video, they want to search or playing games. Personally, they are advanced. They are advanced personally. But talking about school or institution, probably you are right. The facilities or the internet connection based on institution, but not personal. So I think for our good advancement, Shiva, Adila, I think we have to connect to the personal, the students. Not talking about school. This is internet connection, Wi-Fi. Okay, forget the Wi-Fi of the school. The student has the connection.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Shiva?
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah. I just consider about it, and I have a new insight after heard it from you. Okay. Maybe we should take a break.
Okay.
Okay, and we will right back. Bye.
Okay.
So welcome to our discussion, and let's continue our discuss. Okay. This already we discussed it before, and we jump to the next slide. We take a podcast as a type of blended learning. So this is what we do right now.
Okay.
Okay, here we have description, Mister. This is about podcast. Podcasting is an emerging technology used to motivate students. Podcast is defined as a program, music or talk made available in a digital format for automatic download over the internet. We take this from Merriam-Webster, 2017.
Okay. I think we are less something.
Oh, what is it?
What is it?
This is music.
Yeah,
music.
that's right.
Not talk, okay? Yeah, music or
add
talk.
some music.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have to play back.
Instead of music, we provide drama.
How do you think? Ya, ini udah di-record. Orang mau jawab? Belum. Ya udah record dulu aja. Iya, ini sampai record tapi belum. Gak apa-apa, biar nanti record aja biar nanti. Kan emang iya. Iya, ini tadi record. Jadi lupa.
Do you play instrument, ladies?
Yeah. How about you? I'm not.
Just a little bit.
What was that?
Guitar.
Guitar. Okay. So probably when Shiva having take a break, so we are playing music. So this is the real podcast because a program as a music or talk, not only talk.
So if we do the music in our podcast, is it absolutely great? Eh?
Yeah, okay. So you I think Alia they are not passing in my lecture, so they have to take remedial.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because you want to take music, as you said.
We will add some music in our edit.
Okay,
music.
and music.
We use technology in maximum stage.
Okay.
Addition.
Promise
Just
me.
like
I
addition.
know we can have a back sound, right?
You are, not me.
We can have a back sound in opening and closing. stuff.
Opening and closing, okay.
Just wait for Shiva.
Right, for us. Okay, so this is a podcast, a type of blended learning. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of blended learning, right? So, in blended learning, so podcast here like as an assistant.
Yeah.
Just for an assistant for making the students more understand about the material.
Yeah, I go along with you because if you are ready to go to the class and then you will hear the lecturer explain, so I think when you are out of the class, I think you will forget. That is human. That is not only you but me. If I attend seminar, workshop, when we are out of the room, I think all of them are forgot. Yeah. So in podcast, you are creating the slides, then you have to quote, you have to prepare Adila, Shiva, then you have to memorize. So that is the learning point. You will be aware or not, but that is learning.
Yeah.
How to create, how to be content creator like this.
Okay, may I ask something?
To Adila?
No.
Oh.
Our coolest lecture, right? Our coolest, handsome, best of the best lecture.
Okay. You choose the podcast as a method in our class. So we as your student also doing podcast right now, and maybe it's as a blended learning that you choose for us here. So what the reason you choose podcast for us?
Okay, there are two reasons. The first, when the department asked us that the learning would be online. Because this is the first semester and you are out of Bandung for some people, so we will be online. Okay, and then after that, the lecturer give the new letter that the learning must be blended. Okay, must be blended. So that I have to think what is the blended learning for us. So I think podcast would be my choice because you can just attend 3 to 4 persons and then the other would just listen or watch our home production. I think that is two reasons why I choose a podcast.
Okay, so as your student, we want to know, is there any expectation when you choose a blended learning and a podcast for us?
There are many reasons.
Oh my god.
Many reasons. Probably until 12. Until 12. Are you ready?
Oh my god. Should we have another podcast?
Okay, the first, I want to know you personally because if this is only the relation, this is lecturer and this is students, I think the lecturer couldn't explore the students' thinking, the students' behavior, the student creation. This is the first. And then the second one, I want to documentize the lecture. Sometimes I have the good quotation from myself, but because there is no podcast, I think this is only in the air. There is no archive, there is no document. But in podcast, sometimes I have the good quotation for the students, so the student will watch later.
Okay.
And then, the next one, I think I couldn't tell you because we need times.
Maybe everyone want another episode with us.
Okay, with music. Plus music.
With music.
Yeah.
Next, history of podcast as a blended learning. Okay, so we talk in the first page, in the first slide. Blended learning is already happened from the past. Of course,
This is
podcast
in line,
also have history. What do you think, Adila?
Okay, you always ask for my
Because this is the easiest one.
easiest one
Okay.
to ask me my opinion. Okay.
We have our place.
Our place. Okay.
So I think, would you like to replace each other?
No,
so you will ask and Siva will
Yeah.
explain.
But
the place.
still.
She says the place.
The place. Just the place.
That's the place.
I'm still co-hosting when I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely, you are right.
Okay. Actually, the term of blended learning that appear in 80s, but the name of blended learning is found by Friesen in 1999. Okay, so name of blended learning is found by Friesen in 1999. So this is in line with what you have said about blended learning. That is not innovation, actually. That's not innovation. So the experts have found this since 80s. That's right. But today, after pandemic era, so we have to improve and become more popular.
So, Mister, what do you think?
Okay. This is my turn. Okay, Siva. Firstly, you are teachers, and then when you take another level, this is master. So master is the term for expert.
Yeah.
You will be the expert. You will be the expert. So as I said, that the experts or the teachers, the lecturers, that is one sense that we should have. What's that? The sense is how to read the future. You are teaching the student that will graduate 4 years later, so you have to read the future.
Yeah.
Not only teaching in this time, but you are teaching the students to be graduated later. So that is what did by the experts, by podcast, blended learning. They have to say that is the truth, and that is how to see the future. So you will also have the innovation, Siva, Adila. You have to think for today that 5 years later, 10 years later, the world of education is like this. Please, you can say that. You can say that probably in journal. You have to make journal, to submit journal, to see the future. Okay. And whether the theory or your writing will be used or no by teachers, that is not your business anymore. Your business is how to create your thinking, your innovation.
Okay, so it's probably connect to our next slide. This one is about podcast nowadays.
Okay.
Podcast nowadays. So, according to Kemdikbud, our government, so after pandemic era, that blended learning always should be improved, and there are many methods that found, even that's maybe has run since 80s, but we have to explore it.
Yeah, renewal.
More. Yeah,
renewal. With new setting, and then with the also this is slides. Sometimes Microsoft PowerPoint slide, Canva. This is the renewal with some innovation.
That's right. So podcast nowadays, you can see on Spotify. Podcast is popular now, so I think it's quite interesting.
But as Mr. Dedi said before, we have to think forward, because we are as a teacher and will be an expert.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
so you have to be confident. You will be a master. You know, the last education is master, because in master we can detect the fields of your expertise, like MPD in Bahasa Indonesia, that is Master of Arts, Master of Science in Master, because you will be a master. In doctorate program, you will not see the fields of interest. Doctor is doctor, whether this is education, religion, social, we don't know, this is doctor. But in master, it will be seen that MPD, MED, Master of Education, so you are the master. Doctorate is not a master anymore, because doctorate would be philosophical. That's why in the West culture, PhD, philosophical doctor, because learning doctorate means this is not in the field anymore, whether this is science, education, social, not the field.
And I want to ask about how do you think about nowadays, about the podcast nowadays. What we have to do to looking forward to education in the future.
Yeah, I think we have to change our mindset for the first, from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset, and then we have to change the word searching for knowledge. In Islamic, we have tolabul ilm, okay? In our bahasa would be mencari ilmu, to be how to create, how to package science. So that related to your question podcast, we have to be content creator so that we learn, so that we read, so that we make some notes. That is a learning for today. So podcast is how to create or recreate science.
Okay, that's it. Is there any additional for the discussion in this slide?
I think we could talk about this in the next slide.
Okay, let's move, and then we go to plus and minus of podcasts. This time with the advantages and disadvantages.
So you would like to ask my opinion again?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Okay. So actually, we have read based on the journal that European project that respond to this topic. So let's talk about the content of the journal first. So found from the research that many students are interesting with the podcast because it's we have to hear about the material. We can repeat it.
Okay, you can repeat it.
That's the advantages. We can repeat it. Even I think I forgot about the material. So we have the material in our device, so we can repeat it.
You can repeat it, and then you can pause.
That's right.
So
And I can jump.
when you can pause my movement. Well, this is personally. So the term for today's learning is this is personalized. Like pause or rewind.
Yeah. And then after it, I found some some finding that every students actually most of them agree that the length of podcast, the maximum is 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
okay.
minutes.
You have to know that 10 minutes.
And some people or some students maybe like it less.
Like it less.
More like it less than 10 minutes, right?
Than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think because this is based on research, Adila and Shiva, this is right. According to psychology, the maximum of attention of human brain would be 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that I think we have to think about how to break if this is long.
Yeah.
So you have to break from 7 to 10 minutes. So they will have a break, the brain, and then they can learn more. Okay, I think this is not about 10 minutes. You can make 30 minutes, but with 2 pauses.
I see.
2 pauses.
I see.
So they will focus 10 minutes. After this break, you can just pause, and the student will be break, and then focus again.
Yeah. We have to include additional things to make them focus again.
Yeah. For the content creator, if you can make the good point, the intonation, or to make the topic is interesting, probably you will watch the film like two hours, like Korean drama, like what you watch. Okay, this is not about 10 minutes or 7 minutes, but how to make it interesting.
Yeah,
Our topic, the next slides, or we can add some jokes or the one that needed by the students. That is for us, the creators.
Okay.
We need to be creative.
Okay, should we add some dramas then here?
Yeah, we have to put dramas here.
Not only music, but
Okay,
drama.
not only music but drama.
It's not only grade A actually. If we add some drama and music, right?
Yeah, this is called by A plus. A plus in our Indonesian would be A plus.
A plus.
For driver would be A plus.
A plus.
Yeah, A plus.
So that,
A plus. Don't you like to
I
have A plus?
apologize before that my partner always talk about grade. I don't know why.
So we already know that if we want to have A grade,
Yeah.
A grade, we have to submit.
Mm.
We do
Submit.
our best
Best
in our
efforts.
podcast.
I think I have some additional here. Depend on some students, they have learning style, right?
Okay.
Audio,
Yes.
visual, and extra. This found 12% of students have to listen and then they have to write it
Okay.
and highlight it first.
Okay.
So they can still listen and heard about the podcast, but they have to transcribe it into the written text because that's the learning style.
Yeah, audio mainly do that. Yeah, I know that for audio learners will have to listen and to rewrite. Different from the visual, they will make mind mapping.
Mind mapping,
not rewrite, but mind mapping.
Mind mapping.
Yeah, for kinesthetic, they will practice. Well, like this is practice.
Yeah,
I think, yeah. Not about what is podcast, what year, what is the story. Just do it.
Just do it.
That's kinesthetic. Yeah, I think our podcast or blended learning would fit for the learning style for audio, kinesthetic, and visual.
So insightful for us. That's right. Because I just think about it. Yeah, that's right. We have a different style in learning. So I'm curious. What's your opinion about this?
Yeah, this is one statement for you teachers, because our student would vary in learning style, so you have to use the keywords. I don't know whether, Shiva, what learning style are you?
I'm audio.
Audio,
kinesthetic,
visual. Okay.
Okay, so we were different.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot deny whether I am visual, you are audio and kinesthetic. But when you teach your student, please use perhatikan for audio and then dengarkan for audio, perhatikan for visual, dan rasakan for kinesthetic. So the student, all of the student will be engaged.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Probably Shiva, Adila, if I have to teach student, okay, perhatikan anak-anak because I am visual, so I use perhatikan, not dengarkan. For Shiva, probably dengarkan anak-anak because you are audio.
Yeah.
For Adila, you are kinesthetic, rasakan ya, kamu itu, ini itu. That is rasakan is for kinesthetic. So you have to blend the words, okay? Perhatikan, dengarkan, rasakan, saya akan. So the student will be engaged for all.
That's like sounding right before the class. Oh, I think you read my mind.
Ah.
You read my mind because that's right. Every I teach, I always okay. You try lah.
Try, okay,
Feel?
try, feel, because
That's right.
kinesthetic. For me, lihat, perhatikan, visual.
Yeah.
Dengarkan ibu, dengarkan ibu. Okay, that is because audio. We cannot deny that we are different, but for teachers, please use those three words to make them the student understand.
Okay, we just figured it out right now.
That's right.
Thank you, Mister. This is very insightful.
Anytime.
And do you have any additional?
Additional, since we have known that podcast should not more than 10 minutes, should we end our discussion?
Before
This is
we
more
can,
than 10 minutes.
This more, actually this more.
you can just pause it and continue
Okay,
here.
You can pause it.
Yeah, that is the strategy.
Okay, but before we go to the closing, we will take the conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
The conclusion may be from Mr. and Miss Adila. Yes,
Okay,
please.
you give it again to me.
I'm a co-host.
Okay, so actually we are doing blended learning now. That the name is podcast.
Actually,
So we have advantages and disadvantages for every single aspect actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Blended learning, podcast, and I have insight from here that every advantages, every disadvantages, we can deal it. We can deal it if we can figure it out. And discussion like this make me realize and open my eyes that I still can effort for it. I can still deal with the disadvantages, so I can use it and take benefit of it.
Okay. Yeah, for my last statement, I think this is our best effort for today, 2023. I don't know what will happen next, and that is the state of the art of education. Let it flows with the technology.
so guys, actually we do podcast in podcast, and please enjoy our podcast.
Okay.
Okay, so do we say goodbye to everyone?
Okay.
So thank you for watching us. Then don't forget, to like, comment, and subscribe to our Mr. Akun. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.